Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. It's time to do another recap over last night's very revealing and shockingly episode of American Horror Story 1984. Yes. Now, before we begin, I just want to congratulate all my subscribers. I have now jumped over 900 subscribers. Yes, the march to 1K continues on. Yes, I want to thank all my new subscribers, people who have been with me since the beginning. Almost like 2.5 years. I did not expect it. I would get over 900 subscribers. I thought I'd be just getting close to 500 subscribers in almost the 3 years I've been on YouTube. So I just want to say thank you very much. Thank you for your support and enjoying the horror experience. And I will continue to do my best to bring the content that you guys do love and enjoy. I will have a Q&A video coming up. I'll put more information out on my social media outlets. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'll put that up and let you guys know what you have to do to participate. So that's one of the things I'll be doing. So stay tuned for that. But onward to the recap. Now, picking up right where we left off last week's episode, we see both killers, the Night Stalker and Mr. Jingles, banging on the cabins. Now, the Night Stalker, he eventually breaks into the cabin where Brooke, Nurse Rita, Ray, and Chet are in. But they managed to escape, even though the Night Stalker does slash Ray's hands, but they managed to escape. Unfortunately, while running to their cars, Chet and Ray separate from Brooke and Nurse Rita, and they fall into a pit full of spikes, where Chet is impaled by one. And unfortunately, Ray's too afraid to pull him out, thinking that if he removes him, he'll bleed to death. Now, Brooke and Nurse Rita, they eventually make it to the cars, but just as Brooke is about to get in their car and drive away, Nurse Rita, from out of nowhere, shoots her with a needle full of horse tranquilizer. What the hell is going on? Well, we find out that she really isn't Nurse Rita at all, but she's a PhD student who wants to study Mr. Jangles to prove her theory about serial killers and how they're on the rise due to porn, misogyny, and the Vietnam War. What the hell? Where did this woman come from? Meanwhile, Xavier, Montana, and Travis find out that it was not Mr. Jangles that was banging on the door, but a couple of local nitwits who dress up as Mr. Jangle. Now, they're easy killed by Mr. Jangles, and he goes after Xavier, Montana, and Travis. Now, they eventually run into Ray, who left Chet in the pit, and he and Montana goes where the cars are, and Travis's bicycle, where Travis and Xavier decide to go find Chet. Now, Montana and Ray encounter the Night Stalker, and Ray, there's something about Ray, which I'll mention about him later, abandons Montana. He takes Travis' cycle, but is immediately killed by Mr. Jangles. Yeah, that's funny. Later, we see Montana and the Night Stalker. It looks like the Night Stalker has her in his grasp, but then they share a kiss. And then she asks him, why haven't you killed her yet? What in the world is going on? What secrets is she hiding? Who she wants the Night Stalker to kill? Brooke? Margaret? The chef we haven't seen since episode 1? Now, I truly enjoyed this episode because, as I stated earlier before, American Horror Story is good at keeping secrets, and we have a lot of secrets revealed in this episode. Now, as you saw, just like we saw in Brooke in episode 2, we have a lot of reveals in episode 3. It seems that Nurse Rita isn't the real Nurse Rita at all. During the flashback that happened 3 weeks prior to the events, the fake Nurse Rita is really Donna Chambers. She's a PhD student who's trying to prove her theory about the rise of serial killers. Now, as I stated before, she believes because of pornography, misogyny, and the Vietnam War. And Mr. Jangles is her next subject. Now, she said that she's interviewed Bundy, Gacy, and a whole bunch of other serial killers. We also find out that she arranged for his escape from the asylum. Now, obviously, I didn't see that one coming. I did not expect that. So I got to give Ryan Murphy and his writers credit for coming up with a nice twist. That's one of the things I truly do love about American Horror Story. We also see how Donna became Nurse Rita. Eventually, she ran into Nurse Rita while Nurse Rita was on her way to Camp Redwood, and she kidnaps the real Nurse Rita. Now, eventually, Xavier, Montana, and Travis discover her hiding while they were hiding from Mr. Jangles. But unfortunately, Nurse Rita, not realize what the hell is going on, runs right into the serial killer, who promptly kills her by jamming a broken oar down her throat in very gruesome fashion. You just gotta love the practical effects they're doing in this season. Now we also learn that Ray is running from his past too. Another flashback over a year ago during Hell Week at a frat party, a pledge, who was clearly drunk, fell down the steps at the house and broke his neck. Obviously scared shitless and fearful of a scandal, Ray takes the body to a cliff. Just before he turns on the gas and has the car plunge down, we found out that the pledge is still alive. Oh, but not for long. Because Ray, he's scared shitless, and he drives the car over the cliff, sending the pledge to his death. Racked with guilt, Ray said he's been running all his life. He actually dropped out of college, and he's been running all his life. And he eventually came to Camp Redwood, and he also found out that they found the car, and he's scared shitless that he's going to go to jail. Now, one of the funnier moments that happened in this episode, we have two local nitwits dressing up as Mr. Jangles. Now, apparently, it's tradition to dress up as Mr. Jangles on the anniversary of the massacre. Not only did they scare the crap out of Travis, Montana, Xavier, but they threw a piece of paper covered in shit on fire, and laughing Xavier stopped on it, because when he stopped on it, he was like, wait a minute, it's covered in shit. Now, these two nitwits finally do get their caught up, and it's when the real Mr. Jangle kills them brutally. I mean, he really kills them. And, of course, takes their ear. And let's not forget about Ray, because Karma also catches up with him. Because he left Chet in the pit after he sold his soda for him, and he just left him there. He left Montana alone with the Night Stalker too. Right when he's about to leave Camp Redwood, Mr. Jangle chops off his head. And of course, the shocker of the night, we see Montana backs up to the car with the Night Stalker. The Night Stalker takes his knife. When he doesn't outright kill her, he just playfully takes the knife across her face, and they start kissing. What the fuck? And then, of course, she says that line, why haven't you killed her yet? What the world is going on? What secrets does Montana is hiding? Oh, no. Now, this is one of the reasons why I love American Horror Story. They come up with secrets and twists and turns that you don't expect. Like I said, didn't expect that Nurse Rita wasn't Nurse Rita. Didn't expect to see Ray, and I knew that something was somewhere. I could find some more secrets about some of these other characters. Obviously, definitely did not see Montana is in league with the Night Stalker, and obviously she wants him to kill somebody, but we don't know who that somebody is yet. Now, a lot of people expect it to be Brooke. It sounds plausible, and story-wise, it could be something happened, as we know, about Brooke's past. Maybe she's related to somebody in that marriage. We don't know. For all we know, it could be Margaret. It could be the chef that we haven't seen in episode 1. But obviously, she wants the Night Stalker to kill someone. But we'll have to wait next episode to find out what that is. So, my horror fans, what do you think about last night's episode? Were you surprised about all the secrets that got revealed, or did you see some of those coming? Once again, leave your comments down in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about last night's revealing episode of American Horror Story 1984. Well, that's my video for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And once again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name's Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. Haha, Chucky, take us home. We're out.
A day to weed and Bella. Give me the power, I beg of you.